All right, Jeremy. You've won many times out here before. I think this year, it's a little bit of don't forget about Powers. And at first, you know, we saw you out there, looked like you dropped back, and then we're able, you and Spencer, you know, I think that's, you know, we'll talk about that in a second, revelation of this race, Spencer with a great outcome. But you kind of showed that you're there, that you were right there in the fight, and it just came down to the sprint. Just tell me how you're feeling during this race, and just from how you looked at it and how it played out from what your expectations were.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to you actually before the race that I'm definitely coming into the season a little bit differently this year with just a lack of racing. So yeah, those first laps were a bit of a shock to the system, and I kind of expected that. It was hard. So I was just getting my legs moving, and you know, we're not a spring chicken anymore. So I feel like Rob and I are probably the oldest guys out here. So yeah, so after I got a couple laps in me, I had a few bike problems, and those guys got a little bit of a gap, and then I just decided that I was going to diesel along and kind of do the best that I could in trying to turn some good lap times. I found myself kind of getting back and forth, and I was getting them close, but I wasn't getting them back, and then I had another mechanical, and then I bobbled, so it felt like I just couldn't quite get there. I was just 2-3 seconds off the back, and I could see them, and I figured, yeah, if one of them makes an error, then that's going to kind of bring them back. Steven, I saw on the backside here, he dabbed once. Rob made it go. Steven brought it back, and then for sure they sat up, and that gave me that opportunity to just kind of stay consistent and come straight back, and yeah, as soon as I got there, it was, you know, classic road move. Don't sit on the back, just go straight to the front. So I went to the front, and I was pretty tired, but I set my own pace, and I kind of slowed up a little bit in some of the corners, and yeah, just used the being on the front to my advantage. And I don't know, I took it as best as I could. It was the same result as if I had stayed on the back, I think, but I gave it a go, and I think it was an exciting race. So all in all, for me, I'm happy with how it went. Of course, I would have liked to have won. Anytime I line up, I'd like to win, but today was a good race, and good to be racing against Steven and Rob and everyone else, and yeah.
So putting on your team manager hat, picking up Spencer Petrov's looking like a pretty good move right now. It even looked like you guys worked together a little bit during the race, like you were able to ride his shoulder and close that gap for part of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Spencer's, you know, just today's his birthday, so happy birthday, Spence. Why don't we all say happy birthday? Yeah, he's 19. So yeah, so I think for us, anything that Spencer does, there's zero expectations, just to go out there, have a good time, and let's see what he can do. And yeah, he flapped his wings good today, and I think it's a good show of things to come.
Yeah, and especially with Ellen Noble winning earlier, so great showing for the Aspire team today.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for everyone that came out today.
All right, thank you all.